we're going to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, come on. And if you just joined me, I started at Pisces today because it's their birthday month, but I am going to edit this thing and put all of them up when I get done here. So if you missed yours, you can go back. I think all of them have been pretty good today, though. Pretty good, pretty good. Even that one's pretty good. Okay, so we're on Sagittarius, huh? Okay, I got to reach a deck here, buddy. Come on, let's reach this one. I got it. Okay. The Wisdom Seekers Tarot. Okay, that's a good one. Let's do that. Can't get it. Okay, this is another nice one. I bought this one in a bookstore, though. It was more money, wasn't it? $26.95. That was a lot. I had one gambling, so that's why if I win gambling, I go to the bookstore and buy it. That doesn't happen very often. I only said that about one deck so far. Maybe I'm not very good at this gambling thing. Okay. Anyways, okay. This is a really pretty deck. Yeah, I like them. They were good. Out the deck, real bright. I actually got them because they were bright and I thought they'd be good on camera. And then when I got them, realized that a lot of the women are naked. And so I was afraid they weren't going to let me use them, but they do let me use them. So nobody's flagged me yet, so I guess it's okay. Yeah. Okay. You are making shuffling a little difficult. This one's for my Sagittarius. It's okay. Okay, we got it. Let's see. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? One more drink of water. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see. What are we starting with? What is your situation? Okay, your situation is the world. So something in your life, the cycle has come to a close and a new one is opened, right? When I say that, it does not mean that a relationship had to end and you're now single. It doesn't mean that at all. It means a cycle within that relationship ended and something new has started. It can mean that a relationship ends and something new starts. It's going to be different for different people, but the World card is definitely not a card to fear. It means that you have learned what you needed to learn in a certain situation or cycle, and now it's time to advance to another cycle. But it can be with the same people. I mean, it just depends on the situation, right? What is the obstacle? The obstacle is the Hermit. So, I mean, it means that when this cycle ended, you pulled your energy back to reassess the situation, probably to decide whether or not you wanted to open another cycle with the same person or job or whatever we're talking about here. It being the obstacle makes me feel like you have found some sort of comfort or comfortability. That's a word, right? You have found it to be not such a bad place to be in hermit mode. So the obstacle now is getting you back out of hermit mode, right? Hermit mode, you found it to be somewhat safe, and in time you found it to be easy to stay there. Now it's time for you to get out of hermit mode, and you're not sure you want to. You're just kind of comfortable where you're at. Okay. All right. What is it that you need to focus on? The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so by staying in hermit mode, you're no longer pushing forward or trying to grow, trying to achieve this Ten of Pentacles, right? You're just happily staying where you're at, which is there's no growth there, right? Like you're watching the world go by. Okay. What do you need to leave behind? The Seven of Wands. So you have become incredibly defensive. You function from a place of defensiveness. So you let everybody in a little bit, but you don't let them really in, right? You have these barriers set up. It really feels like for a lot of you, you have sat back and kind of found comfort in watching the world go by, almost living vicariously through other people, or kind of like watching the parade from the sidelines, you know? When in reality, you're supposed to be driving the float. Okay. What is your strength? Your strength is the Knight of Cups. Your strength is the ability to ride in and save the day. You have all of this love there to give out. You just haven't chosen to put it in a bucket and take it out to the people. Okay. It's not like there's a shortage of love or emotion. You have plenty. Like I said, you just haven't chosen to fill a bucket and take it out to the people. You've just chosen to keep it with you. Alrighty. What do we got in the near future? Two of Cups. Yeah. This feels to me like you're on the verge of a relationship, or on the verge, you've met somebody, there's a partnership at play here. But you've got to let go of defensiveness and bring out that bucket. And you're teetering on the fence or something. I don't know, something like that. Sorry. You're teetering on the fence. You're not going forward like you should. I think you will, but currently you're staying in this hermit mode, just only investing a little tiny bit, huh? Okay, let's see. All right, so what's the advice? Oh, look at that. The advice is the Ace of Cups. The advice is to accept this new love that you have in your life, or that's coming towards you. Okay, what is the atmosphere? The atmosphere is one of higher level of commitment and of you playing out what you believe to be right. You know, what you believe that you want for your life, the way you believe life is supposed to go, let's say, which is a preconceived notion you have from childhood or something, but it probably has something to do with love and marriage and a baby carriage or whatever, that kind of thing. You know, it's the way you believe life goes, whether it was from a sitcom or your family or whatever. It's how you think it's supposed to play out, and that is what the atmosphere is. That's what you have surrounding you right now. Okay, what do we got? What's your biggest fear? Three of Pentacles. For a lot of you, you are somebody that has been cheated on in the past, and that is your greatest fear. Your greatest fear is some sort of a third-party interference, somebody else coming in to collaborate in the situation and causing grief. Or you know, it could be anybody. Maybe you fear your own friends. Maybe your friends, you're afraid they're going to kind of try to come in and cause problems or something. It has to do with the collaboration. What is the outcome? The Five of Wands. The outcome is you feeling very conflicted. You are very, very conflicted right now. I don't think you're letting it show. I don't know if the people around you realize it, but you are struggling right now with whether or not to let your barriers down and let this love flow. It feels deep. It feels like you're just very conflicted. It's like a 50-50 split. Half of you wants to and half of you don't. I mean, half of the same person. 50-50 split, meaning that 100% of you right now are having half of you want to and half of you not to. Half of you want to, half of you not want to. Anyways, I do believe that the emotion will win out, that you will go ahead and take this leap. I don't think it's going to happen immediately. I think you're going to have to work through this. I believe that if it happened impulsively, it wouldn't mean as much, to be honest with you. Like if you just suddenly decided, okay, I'm going to let down my barriers and jump in there, it wouldn't be nearly as deep as it's going to be because you are taking your time to try to figure this out. There's a lot of self-awareness here, a lot. You spent a long time in hermit mode, so you've watched the world go by for quite a few minutes now, so it's, you know, quite a while. So you deciding to jump back into the game is huge, but it's not something you take lightly. So once you do jump back in, whoever you're jumping in towards should understand that that took a lot of thought and a lot of, you know, this is where you want to be. Okay, Sagittarius, I mean, it looks to me like you're doing the right things. I mean, you really are. You know, maybe the person you're involved with wants things to go quicker or wants things to be a different way, but you are absolutely doing this the way that you need to make this effective for you. And there should be nothing else, right? That's the way it should go. Okay, that was Sagittarius. That was a good one. Okay, now